Lots more coming up. Back with Mel and Barney, the caption contest off the wall. But first, welcome to Dish of the Day, sponsored by Omaha Sweet Corn. Today's dish, the Italian hot sausage hoagie. Yours for only $5. That's good. Parg, Barny Boatman, great guy. There's not a poker table in the world he's not welcome on.
Absolutely. You know, like there's some guys you like playing with and there's some guys you love playing with. And Barney's one of the guys I love playing with because he's just so much fun. Like, Barney is one of the funniest guys I've ever come across, not just in poker, but in life in general. When they used to do the old late night poker thing, you know, Barney's got this, the Hendon Mob site. He's very, very much a part of the Hendon Mob. But they used to do a preview on the late night poker shows. And Barney's speciality was he used to do the one-liners on the players. Now, anybody who hasn't seen this should go to the Hendon Mob thing because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen done in poker. He just gets everybody, like in 6 or 7 words, right down to a T. He's great fun.
Well, thrilled to have him here. He's not just a talker, he's a poker player as well. Lots of cashes. Made a record a few years ago. 3 back-to-back final tables at the WSOP. Please welcome Barny Boatman. Hi, Barney. Barney.
Jesse, I thought they said it was going to be Michael Parkinson.
We tried.
It got me here anyway.
You've been called the sporty spice of the Hendon Mob. What would she say to that?
Well, sporty. She'd say, alright, in that case, I'm the Greg Raymer of the Spice Girls. Have you seen her lately? No, I mean, I would think actually Ram would be the sporty spice if anybody was. But I'll take it. That's very nice. Thanks very much.
World Series of Poker, highlight of the year for you here, Barney. You're in the midst of it. 1 cash out already.
Yeah. In fact, if anybody wants a tip, in 13 years' time, I'm going to be the high-low Omaha champion. I came 15th last year when I was chip leader 2 to go. This year I had good chips again and came 14th. So I'm definitely a choker at high-low, but I'm getting there.
He invented choking at high-low. Nobody's ever done it before.
I know.
I think it's a tremendous achievement for Barney to get that far in the high-low tournament the last 2 years because it does require a certain amount of technical ability to high-low. But to see Barney in the middle of it is
obviously there's another way as well.
Well, you've been playing every event here now, 2 years. Is it hard to stay focused? I mean...
What?
Well, I mean, every day you wake up and you have to go in and play, and you're playing. I mean, I remember last year.
That's where I've been going wrong. I've been going in and playing before I wake up. No, thanks for the tip, Jesse. No, it is amazing, actually. I mean, it's only been a few days, but I mean...
Basket case already.
Exactly. But the fantastic thing about this World Series, it's exploded in a way that no one could have predicted, and you get the feeling that they're just about holding it together. I mean, it was amazing on the first day, the first event. They didn't know how many runners they were going to get. They decided at the last minute to make it 11-handed. Now, 11-handed isn't poker. It's just like a party where everyone turns up with 2 cards. You know.
Well, it's like playing football 15-a-side,
exactly.
just because we got a big squad. Now let's give everybody a game.
Exactly like that. So, you know, it was absolute chaos. And then, for me, the whole scene was set by the very first ruling that I heard given at the World Series of Poker this year, because they kept announcing that the button was in seat 7, it was in seat 8. It was in seat 7, it was in seat 8. And the dealer turned around to the floorman and he said, what is it? Seat 7 or seat 8? And the floorman said, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? Now, philosophically, you know, that's unimpeachable, but as a ruling, it lacks a certain clarity. You know
it sounds a bit harsh.
Barney, you know, I mean, you see all these people on TV. Sometimes it's hard to remember those faces. I understand you were playing with Toto Leonidas the other day.
Oh, God, you know. Did I tell you that story? That was really funny. There was a guy sitting on the table who looked a lot like Toto Leonidas. And this other guy kept calling him Toto. And after I'd done it about 20 times, this little chubby Asian guy with dark glasses on sitting to my right says to the guy, listen, that's not Toto Leonidas, you know, why do you keep calling Toto? And he said, yes, he is, I've been playing with him for years, he definitely is. And they ended up having a $100 bet. Okay, on whether this guy was Toto Leonardis or not. So they had the $100 bet, and then they got him to take his driver's license out, and he wasn't Toto Leonardis, and who was playing on the next table. And so the guy said, I can't believe it. He's so much like him. And I said to him, listen, when Johnny Chan tells you he's not Toto Leonardis, you better believe it.
Oh, there's a lot of players there.
Yeah.
Some things never change.
Well, Barney, just very quickly about the main event. It seems to have been these multi-day events your specialty over the last few years. You were chip leader a couple of years ago in this event, going into the fourth day. You've made the money several times. What do you think it's going to be like this year?
Well, a fat bloke's going to win it. I reckon a fat bloke.
Oh, good.
We're all
I've been in training.
We're all in form.
You know, I mean, that's the funny thing. They say it's all about physical fitness, don't they? But the winners seem to get fatter every year, so I don't know. But I think it's going to be mayhem. It's going to be really exciting. It's going to be like the gold rush. You know, it really is the one event that you would always crawl over broken glass to go to. Although it's not really the World Championship anymore, is it? I think the Bellagio 25 grander is more like the event if you want to find the best poker player. But
that's the one the pros want to win for sure. But I think this is the one the guys.
Well, this is the one. This is still the one everyone wants to win. Apart from everything else, it's going to be the most money. But you know, you have to have something to win this event. I mean, okay, you know, you may not be the guy who won it last year or the guy who wins it next year, but whoever wins it is going to have done a lot of things right. You know, and it's. I mean, one of the things that the pros go on about. Oh, you know, it's become a crapshoot now, and this, that, the other, and the fact of the matter is, the game has changed, and we have to adjust like everybody else. We've got the advantage of all the experience that we've got, but you know, now beginners coming into the game, they're coming in with all the information of having watched World Series and World Poker Tour finals, seeing people lumping it in with only 2 cards, and now instead of beginners being the most conservative players, now they're the most aggressive. And you
hope
have
they
to
haven't
adjust.
watched us playing on TV.
Well, this is something we should definitely take up when Mel comes and joins us back. Interesting to hear what he thinks. But Barney, before that, we'd like you to take our challenge about your nerves. It's called the knee trembler. And guys, the last couple of shows, the knee trembler has been about 6 to 9 feet. And we decided it's too far. It's not a disgrace to miss. So we've shortened it up, Barney. How do you feel about taking our 4-foot challenge?
You're off the ladies' tee.
4-foot challenge, knee trembler. I'm kind of. What channel is this going out on?
Here is your weapon.
The knee trembler.
You haven't got a left-handed one then.
I'm sorry, we're just gonna have to make do.
I'll have to make.
No excuses, just get
Okay, fair enough. Let's just go with it.
Whoa! But now, it's what you've all been waiting for, off the wall.
Welcome to Off the Wall. The Wall of Fame is made up of pictures of every famous poker player in the world. You name him, he's there. These pictures here are just some of Mickey's pictures that represent all the great poker players in the world. All we asked you to do was to send in your votes and vote off who you thought you'd like to see taken first off the Wall of Fame. It's not too difficult, was it? Well, you made it look very, very tricky. A couple of strange trends turned up when we started counting all the votes. The first one was that the Americans were all voting for Americans. Well, that's understandable. The second one was that the Europeans were also voting for Americans. Maybe that's understandable too. I'm sure there's a very good reason for these trends, but to be quite honest with you, I have absolutely no idea what it is, and I couldn't care less. You can worry about that yourself. On to more important matters. When the final votes were counted, it was a great, great day for Phil Helmut fans. Because tonight, Phil is still on the wall. Because the poll topper, the guy you voted to be first man off the wall, is, quite unbelievably, Howard Lederer. To say we were surprised here when we got this result is an understatement. We've been in a state of shock ever since. I mean, this man is a giant. He's a lovely guy, really down to earth. I've had dinner with him. Jesse knows his family. With all the poker players in the world to choose from, I just can't believe it. I don't know how you could do this. Frankly, it's a disgrace. But anyway, we can't stand still. We'll just have to get on with the job. We'll have one more go, and this time, try and vote a bad guy off. God knows there's enough guys to choose from. Send in your votes by email, and this is the address.
Parg, shocker.
Well, I don't know, Jesse. It's a sad day for poker. I'm one of the icons of the game. I still can't believe it. You know, you give the couch potatoes a vote, and this is what they do with it. It just makes you wonder what the world's going to.
Remember, next show, TJ Cloutier, Paul Phillips. My thanks to our guests, Barny Boatman, Mel Judah. Good luck in the World Series, guys. Of course, thanks also to Parg and Jackie. We'll be back. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint.